Hello, welcome to Turbulence Trade, a new episode of this week's trade review. In this week, the bullish and the bearish were still fighting every day. At the end of each day, the bullish always beat down the bearish. In this video, I will use two examples to talk about how to determine the right time to sell. First, AMD. I gained 21.5% profit on this option trade. And here is my Twitter screenshot of the trade. AMD has a historical performance of comeback king, so I am always waiting for the proper buy-in chances. The buy-in timing. On June the 23rd, I noticed AMD was trying to climb up after staying at the horizontal range for several days. At the same time, the RSI was at the average level, which is another promising buy-in factor. Checking the past RSI performance, the stock had rallied several times after surpassing the average RSI level, so it formed a perfect time window to buy in. Selling timing. The stock price of AMD had once dropped below the support line I drew in the chart, but since I know pretty well of how stably and periodically AMD performs, I held my position. Then the time came to July the 10th. The stock price of AMD was almost reaching the all-time high point. When I noticed the RSI has entered the overbought zone, I started to wait for the time to sell. As soon as the stock price started to pull back, I cleared my position immediately to gain profit. Some reflections on this option trade. First, do not panic. When the stock price went beyond your expectations, wait for the best bidding time. Second, actually, I could have bought in more position when the RSI reached the oversold position to increase my profit. The second one is Lululemon. On this trade, I gained 41% profit. Lulu has been surging for several months, and I finally decided to get my hand on it. Third, the buy-in timing. I have observed Lulu for several weeks, and I noticed a cyclic surge pattern in the price chart. In every cycle, the support line became higher. Also, in the last month, the RSI was in a steady uptrend. In this case, I judged the conclusion that the Lulu was still bullish. So on July the 8th, when Lulu touched the last support price, I decided to buy in. Selling timing. After buying in, this option once dropped 30% due to the fluctuation around the support line. But I still kept my position because I believed the Lulu would rise to another peak now or then. On July the 9th, after the bearish dragged the whole market down a little bit, the stock market started to turn around to another uptrend. Along with the trend, Lulu surged to a new peak. I sold my position when the price chart showed a validation signal. All the trades I have made in this week, the total profit for this week is 10.9%. I have made many trades in this week. Some of them were not successful, such as BA and MU. My experience to treat the loss is to make a plan before trading. Otherwise, trading actions will be affected drastically by emotions. And what's more, setting stop-loss limit is also crucial to control the loss. In my case, I set the stop-loss limit of 20% for options and 10% for stocks. You can set your own standards and stick to it for several months to check whether the plan fits you. Next week. Nowadays, every country is scaling between recovering economy and controlling COVID-19. Many analyzers are reminding people the risk in the stock market. But I am actually holding a different idea now. Now the daily new case number has reached a new high in the US. Both of the press and the economy analyzers are showing concerns to the bubble in the stock market. But what happens if we take a look at the death number? The chart shows the death number is performing rather stable. Imagine in the coming months, the number of deaths keeps stable while the number of new cases continue to increase. I think people will get used to the existence of COVID-19. I feel the stock market has already developed immunity to the bad news of COVID-19, which may sound insane. Other than COVID-19 situations, bankruptcy reports have increased noticeably during the last week. We will never know which company will file the next bankruptcy and what chain reactions it will cause. So to avoid the unpredictable black swan, I will still be cautious during the future trades. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel if you like my videos. You can follow me on Twitter too. I will update all my real-time trades there. See you next week.